that you set up some 2-column notes. There was a picture of that earlier, and make sure that your name and date and period are at the top. And our title for today is multiplying fractions. And the EQ for today, you're copying this down, is how do I multiply fractions? This is just a practice one. Some of you are like, I already know how to do this, but it's not the point of what we're doing today. What we're doing is practicing 2-column note taking, which we use for math especially. So I have set up my notes. So I have my notes and my steps, and this is all going in my Avid notebook. So I'm just going to pull open my math homework, and I have an example problem, and it's 1/4 times 2/3. So that's the math problem from my math homework. That's problem number 1. Okay, and so to multiply fractions, you just go straight across. So I'm going to do 1 times 2 equals 2. Okay, and 4 times 3 equals 12. And so then I set that up. It's 2/12. And then I want to reduce because I know that I can make this a little bit smaller and a little cleaner. So if I take 2 and I divide it by 2, and I take 12 and I divide it by 2, okay, then I get 1/6. And that's my answer. Now, I have the math here, but I didn't really do the steps yet. So I have to go back and say the steps. So the first thing I did here is I set up the problem. We're copying this down. And then step 2, I multiplied straight across. And then step 3, I reduced it. Makes it look a lot cleaner, okay? And then I can make a line, and I can do the next problem. So what you want to do here for 2-column notes, you have to have a minimum of 3 problems. So I know some of you can squeeze 3 problems on one sheet of paper. That's great. If you can only squeeze 2, then go to the back of your paper and put that 3rd problem. And this is how you do 2-column math notes. You want to bring some material from your math book. Maybe you want to look at Khan Academy and copy a problem from a video. But your homework, maybe you have an IXL that has a really tricky math problem and you want to write it out. So we want to make sure that we know how to do that. Now you're done with lesson 5.1, and Miss M will grade your notebooks when she sees you next. Okay, that's it.